Coming into the third lane single. Chris gets it nice and tight coming through. A little bit of a pause in the hill, but no worse for wear. Frank,
1 minute left.
second difference. We've only got, like you heard it, 1 minute to go. Did I lose 1 minute? I need a marshal in the pit lane in the front, Nick. Yep, caution, be careful.
Hello folks, welcome to Netcruzer RC. I'm at Crestwood RC Raceway in the middle of the mains, and holy moly, I won the B main in E-Buggy, so we're bumping up to the A. I got first in B, so we get to go out. Now, I wasn't expecting that, so I had to quickly figure out some battery situations, and thank you very much to Genzace. I've got this Freshie Redline 2.0 6300 that I've never even ran, so I've got this charged up. I've got the battery that I won with charging up again because there's double A mains. So I get to run this car in 3 mains today, and this one also I got in the A, so I do a double truggy main, and I get to race my E-Buggy 3 times, a B and then 2 A's. So we're going to go out there. I'll be starting from the back of the grid, and I'll see how well we can do in this A main. All right, here we go. A1 E-Buggy main. Starting from the back because I got a bump up.
Yeah.
Congrats on being the A. That's great, man.
Yeah, 11 out of, what is it, 11? Second last.
Well, I'm behind you because I'm a bump up.
So how many cars in this race? 12?
How many was it before?
I think it was 10.
So now it's 12. Yeah.
This is a 10-minute, guys. The collaboration of this race and your A2, the points will result in what your final score is, and that will determine whether you make the top 3 or the T2.
For sexual activity.
Yeah, top 3 get awards along with their series.
All right,
Okay.
starting from 11th.
Thanks,
Here we go.
Jerry.
See if I can move up this grid at all.
Did you get equal right?
Okay, looks like we're all good. Marshal's good. All right, guys, you're going 10 minutes. On the phone, Marshal's ready. Driver's ready. And they're off on the herd of turtles. Coming around the second lane like they're on the DVP. All right. Away they go. Lots of pressure right now when they're all herded up together, but they'll get sorted out eventually. All right, let's see who we got first to hit it. I believe it's Chris. Chris kept his position, but Frank got 289, got the 3. Gump, Ken, Riley, Taylor, Brandon, John, Chris, Nick. And now it looks to me that Frank is in the number 1 spot. Yes, it is. Frank and Chris in the top 2. We got Gump moving up in with the green frog car in the number 3. Frank, Chris, Gump, and Ken is the top 4. And as you can see, there's lots of pressure. These guys are in it to win it, laying the rubber down. We still got Frank and Chris in the 1 and 2, and Gump's doing everything he can to keep them at bay. All the wolves chasing. You got a little bobble coming off that drop down. That's going to cost them. So that put Ken in the line, or another race announcer in that number 3 spot, moving Gump to the 4. Then we got Brandon in the blue car in the 5 spot. And Frank and Chris, yellow and then white and blue and pink, are battling it out. Take it easy, guys. Take it easy. Don't take each other out. You guys got a nice amount of space in that 1 and 2 spot. You can battle to the death on that last lap. Drivers are now 2 minutes down, 8 minutes to go. Frank and Chris gets the dog and keep the marshal. That's going to give Frank a couple more seconds of space. All right, Frank's coming around to the drop down. The red's going to drop down. Chris got a little squirrely, but he's coming up here now. And Gump still holding off the wolves. Brandon Hong knocking on the door, coming on the inside. Down the front stretch they go. Brandon gets a little squirrely in that. Just managed to keep Gump in that number 3 spot. 2:40 down, 7:20 to go. The running order right now is Frank, Chris, Brandon, Brian, Riley, Ken, John, Nick, Adriano, Chris, and Taylor. Okay. 3 minutes down, 7 minutes to go. Now, let me see. We got Frank coming down the back straight stretch, coming into the F-bend. Working his way around to the red drop down. Chris is only about a second and a half behind him right now. In that number 3 spot is Brandon Hong in the sort of
Where are you
green
going?
blue, coming down the front stretch to the kicker single. He's got a little bit of work to do if he's wanting to get up in it to win it. But right now, Frank, Chris, and Brandon are the top 3. Ken is only he's about 10 seconds back in that number 4. Then we got Gump, Riley, John, Nick, Chris, Adriano, Taylor. You guys are just working on 4 minutes in with 6 minutes to go in this one. And now it looks to me that we've got Chris taking over the number 1. Frank drops down back to the number 2. Equally apart top 3 drivers. Brandon in the lurch, hunting. All of them tightening up, coming into the red drop down. Down to the south side of the track they go. Coming around to the loop. A second apart top 3 drivers. They're all 1 second apart. Coming into the third lane single. Chris gets it nice and tight coming through. A little bit of a pause in the hill, but no worse for wear. Frank does a beautiful section on the back stretch. Coming up into the twisties, into the reds, drop down they go. Coming into some lap traffic. That
Rear inner bead has come unglued, so the car's a little harder to drive now.
Drivers, please give him way. Yep, thank you. And the same goes for Frank in the yellow and blue with the yellow tires, and Brandon Hung in the blue car with the white tires. On the back stretch they go. That's our, oh, Frank gets it wrong. That moves Brandon now up into the number 1. Chris still holding it up with about a 2-second lead. Drivers are now about halfway through the street. 5 minutes to go. Into the second lane double. Chris gets through. Brandon having a little bit of lap traffic mixed up there. Now Brandon's free and clear. And Frank's coming into it. Frank's the yellow car, blue and yellow tire. That is the number 3. When he comes up on you guys, the green car and the yellow gray, just give him a little bit of way when Frank gets up to you, please. 4:50 down drivers, 4:10 to go. Full running orders. Chris, Brandon, Frank, Brian, Ken, Riley, Nick, John, Adriano, Chris L, and Taylor. Race number 5 will be E-Buggy. We'll be looking for Brandon, Frank. All these guys will need a little bit of time because they're back to back. But it'll be Brandon, Frank, John, Adriano, Caroline, pardon me, Dave, Brad, myself, and whoever, what was the other guy's name took a bump? Whatever, the 2 of us that bumped into it. We will be up in about 4 or 5 minutes here, so E-Buggy guys, A-Main guys, please get your E-Buggies ready to go. Chris just finished out the front stretch into the second lane double-double. Brandon Hong starting to track him down. He's only about a second, as you can see, about a second back. Now on the back stretch they go.
I think they were lapping. That's why I let them by. I think. I may have.
Bluish green into the red drop down. Frank, I believe, yep, Frank is in the yellow, still in that number 3 slot right now. We'll see what he does. He's still working on a little bit of lap traffic here. Onto the straight stretch Frank goes. If he gets up on you guys, just give him a little way. All right, drivers, 7.5 in, 2.5 to go. Chris, Brandon, Frank, top 3. Jump still in the 4. Got the green tires. He needs the Marshall. Oh, geez, Alex. No, somebody grab Jump, please. He's still in that number 4 slot. That might have changed with that little bit of issue there. We'll see. All right, we got Chris just going into the 3rd lane single, working his way up to the corner hillside there. Coming down onto the back stretch. He's only got 2 minutes left to go. And then, oh wow, okay, so now we got Chris. Oh, Brandon gets it wrong. He's going to need a marshal. All right, Brandon was right up on Chris. Chris just checked off his 18th lap. Brandon has the fastest lap of a 26.477. And Frank is still holding up in the number 3 slot. I believe we might have a dead car. We do have a dead car. Oh, Brandon has a little bit of trouble again. So that's going to give him, let's see what the separation is here. That's a 3.8 second difference. We've only got, like you heard it, 1 minute to go, drivers. 1 minute. I need a marshal in the pit lane in the front, Nick. Yep, caution, be careful. Okay, there he goes. Less than 40 seconds, drivers. Chris, Brandon, Frank, Ken. Ken got up into that 4th because Brian had some issues there. Ryler in the 5th. Gump in the 6th. Chris, Adriano, John, Nick, and Taylor. 30 seconds to go, drivers. 30 seconds. All right, Chris is laying it down in that 3rd lane single. He's only got 10 seconds left. He's not going to make another lap. So Chris is going to the line for the win. 2, 3, 1. All right, drivers, when you hit the loop in front of the booth, your race is done. When you hit the loop, your race is done, drivers. Careful, careful. No more extra laps, please. Everybody bring it in after they go down the front stretch.
Shorted that a little bit.
The loop in front of the booth, the race is done.
Didn't hit yet.
I need a little bit of track repair. We got a loose pipe here. When we get a moment, we'll get
All right, that was an A main. I don't know where I finished. Mid-pack, I think.
There you have it. Chris takes the win in the A1 for E-Buggy. Brandon got the 2nd. 7 seconds back, Brandon the 2nd. And Ken.
Did you lap me, John?
I don't know. I don't know where I was. I think you finished ahead. I don't.
Riley, Brian, Chris, John, Adriano. Good job, everybody.
Chris, John, Adriano. You beat me. Chris, John, Adriano at the end.
Up next.
That's what you just said. Anyway, so I fell way down. I think my rear tire debeaded. It was really hard to drive the last half. Yeah, it did. All right, guys, that was my A1 E-Buggy. Enjoyed the video, hit that like button if you're new on here, subscribe. You want to talk, leave a comment down below. As always, thanks for watching.